thing I always say, stop looking left and right.
Mhm.
Stop worrying about what anyone else is doing in this world.
Yeah.
Worry about yourself and be selfish with your own personal development. If you could be good for yourself, be great for yourself, then you can actually be good for someone else.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, if you're looking left and right, I'm caring about what that person's doing, that person's doing, what happens? You're going left and right and you're not going forward. Look straight forward, worry about your own goals, worry about yourself, let people be, let people live. If you could be my sister.
I feel like this is cricket. Okay. Welcome back to another episode of Simple Chat. I'm your host, the CEO and founder of Simple Lending Financial, Janine Cassio. And today we have a very good friend and guest, Richie, with us. Hi, Richie. Thanks for coming on to the podcast.
Hi, Janine. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So do you mind introducing yourself to our audience?
Yeah, so you know me, but I'm a serial entrepreneur. I live here in New York. My focus is marketing, hospitality, and healthcare. Those are three areas that I feel are transforming the world, and I can help, do my part in making this world a better place. I focus a lot on leadership. If you look at my social media channels, and for the last 2 decades, I've been building companies and scaling them through all of these areas, whether it's healthcare, hospitality, and marketing. I've owned multiple companies, had some exits, and I've been lucky enough to, be here with you and have an opportunity to tell my story. So super proud of that, super proud of everything I've done. And that's a little bit about me.
Yeah, for sure. So, the way we've met each other, and that was probably like 10 years ago, was through nightlife.
Why are you aging us? Why are you aging
Sorry. Don't have to know how old we are. But yeah, you were the owner of nightclubs and very much in the scene. And just a natural connector collab person. Like you had celebrities coming to the clubs. Like just take us back to how you started your whole journey and where your journey has led you to today, just because it's such a good story.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna need a lot longer than 10 minutes to tell that story. But yeah, we did meet in nightlife, and I like nightlife tremendously. I actually like hospitality a lot because I was able to do the things that I really love, right? Take care of people, make people feel at home, make them feel welcome, make sure they had a good time. If you come to my home, that's all the things I'm thinking about, and I learned that from a young age. My family come from an amazing island called Trinidad and Tobago, and there we're full of hospitality. When you have people come in your home, you feed them, you make sure they're great. My parents gave up their master bedroom when we had guests over and they stayed with us. That's the type of hospitality I'd like to present to people. And that hospitality is what made me really successful in my journey as a salesperson and as a top salesperson for Pfizer and J&J.
They say a good salesperson can sell any product, but a great salesperson makes that person feel good. And that's all that it's about.
And honestly, over my years, I know it was called sales, but I never looked at it as sales. I looked at it as how can I get a chance for someone on the other side to open the door to actually just listen to what I had to say. And from there, if I built a relationship with them and they opened the door, now I have to educate them. I'm not selling them anymore. I feel a sale happens when you don't know the other side and you don't know what their values are and what they're actually trying to accomplish. I felt that I educated people, and that's what made me really successful. I was able to think of ways and think strategically on how I can build a relationship with any person that I'm in the room with. And I learned that honestly from my mother, who was, the mayor of the block, and her personality just shined every single day when she was with someone. And my mom's, I always saw that she was so selfless. Everything was for the other person. Whether you wanted something, whether she made you feel at home, whether she opened the door for you or fed you, whatever it was, she wanted so much to make sure that other person smiled. She made them laugh. She made them happy. And that was her main goal. And I grew up in a household watching my mom, and I feel like we aligned there. Because at the end of the day, everybody says money makes you happy. I don't think so. I think the ability to connect with someone and make meaningful relationships is what makes us happy. And yes, and that includes smiling and having fun and laughter. And I felt hospitality I was able to bring that out. But my first 10 years didn't start in hospitality. I had to earn. I came from nothing. My family, we came from humble beginnings, and I was able to go to college, get educated. I graduated number 2 in my class at St. John's, and I also played college football there, where I was the captain, and I played every single game since I was a freshman. So I was always an overachiever. In addition, I really liked hospitality, but I knew to be able to make it in this world, I had to have some money in my pocket. I was able to have to, earn. So I was working 3 jobs, Janine, when I started. I worked for Pfizer during the day. At nighttime, I was building my sports marketing company, and on the weekends, I worked for for entertainment company. And look, fast forward now, 20 years later, I've owned everything in those spaces. I have my own entertainment marketing agency. I have my own healthcare company. I have my own, I had my own nightlife venues, but it all came from pretty much those three verticals. During the day, my career was healthcare. At nighttime, it was marketing because I built at 21 years old a sports marketing company that was really successful. And on the weekends, I was the one putting the equipment together for an entertainment company, right? Making sure the DJ was set up properly, making sure the whole entire party for these bar mitzvahs and sweet 16s we did were extravagant and
Yeah.
amazing, and setting up whether it was the entertainment or the gaming. And then I became a dancer at the entertainment company, the party promoters that makes everybody get up and dance.
Wait, you
So
were
I
the
had
promoter dancer? I love
yeah,
that.
I was one of the, and to be honest with you, at that time it was like you didn't want to tell your friends
Yeah.
that, but you know what? I learned a lot in that position, dealing with young kids, dealing with parents, and making sure people had fun. Yeah, I was the guy that got you out of your seat and was
You're an
dancing around with the
atmosphere
MC.
model. It's okay. I worked that job
That was it.
too.
Well, hold on. When I was 21 years old, to make the money I made on the weekends, I was making more money at those parties with tips
Yeah.
and what I made
Then you're
than
good. Yeah.
my parents made all week. Okay, so you know what? I had no ego. At the end of the day, I needed to earn. But what I also realized, working 7 days a week for 7 years straight, when you're outside not spending money and you get a chance to really make money and put it away and saved it, and that's what I was able to do. I was able to save really well.
Love that.
Was able to buy. By the time I was 27 years old, I had 3 houses, 3 cars.
Nice.
Had 2 beautiful children. I had the dream life, and I was just working really hard, and I
Yeah.
was continuing to discover my passion and ways that I could bring out my superpowers to the world. And it was amazing. And I told you I got a chance to invest into hospitality, because what I realized was, a lot of times when I was in healthcare, I was always entertaining clients. I was taking doctors out to dinner and taking them to places, trying to build that relationship. So what I realized at 20, at a young age, I bought the nightclub. I got people, instead of me having to hunt people, I got them to come to me. And it was even a better feeling because now I was bringing them to an atmosphere I was using selfishly for my clients. And if I wanted to entertain my best and biggest clients in this place, I went above and beyond. And Janine, you remember what we used to do. We had entertainment from the minute you opened the door to the end. What else did we do? I made sure all of our waitresses had someone next to them on their side, making sure that guest experience at the table was superb. We make sure the ice was changed, the bottles were filled, the drinks, whatever. And you know how on top of it we were for our clients. And it didn't matter who you were. If you were a small spender or a big spender, we rolled out the red carpet the same. And that led to people really being attracted to the product we delivered to the streets of New York City and the Hamptons. And I think that's why we were so successful. And I told you, I did everything that I've always knew how to do. Marketing, building relationships, and then the last piece is showing true hospitality to people.
Love it. So dive into a little bit of what you're doing now with influence media.
Well, Influence Media pretty much brings all those worlds together. Influence Media is a 360-degree digital marketing agency that does everything from traditional marketing practices, social media management, events, production and management, and creativity. We like to call ourselves creative marketing architects. And then we also just started a division for talent management. So now we're managing talent. We're doing deals and partnerships with amazing influencers that are on the market. And those influencers could be anyone from celebrities, athletes, models, fitness enthusiasts, to TikTok and Instagram's finest. And we're building our talent management agency, and we're able to connect influencers with really great deals. And now we're managing talent. And I've had the opportunity to be around some really amazing people. If you check on my Instagram the last couple of weeks, we've got some really, really great talent that's part of our lineup. So not only are we helping them produce, what they want is improving their social media strategy, improving their views. We all know content is currency. So that's another feature of what we do at Influence Media. We make and create content. We go out there and shoot. We have videographers, photographers, and all. And I'm building this, like I said, once again, selfishly, because all of these things are needed to grow and scale any company. And I'm launching in our venture studio 8 companies this year. And we need a marketing engine that could do all of those things, because for any company to be successful, you need them. So instead of having to hire outside, we're gonna be able to hire that within a company that I know I'm running. I could watch it, I could see it, and I can make sure that engine is being built properly. And it's gonna be built to the standards that we really want, not only from all of our companies, but especially your marketing agency.
Say if you have a good marketing team in place, you could literally be in any industry. It doesn't matter what you're selling, healthcare, nightlife, finance, as long as
Real
you
estate,
have a strong market, yeah, real
hard money
estate,
lending,
hard money lending
hard money.
nationwide. So anyone that's watching this video, and this is going to be a little curveball question, just because your energy is like no other. So do you have any tricks of like how someone like you can keep going? Like, do you run into burnout? Do you ever feel like, oh, like, I can't do this anymore? Like, what is a trick that you could, because your energy is so unique and it's just like so go, 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 go. And I love it. But like, there's so many people that try and get that energy, like. So do you have any tricks for that?
I have a lot of tricks, but my first thing is everyone has ups and downs. Every single person in this world is going through something, and everybody is, can help one another. So yeah, I have my days. Like anyone else, I have my ups and downs. I have the days that I'm not feeling so well, the days that sickness has come over me, or I worked too much, and the next day I'm not feeling as enthusiastic. So I have those days, but it's my job internally and selfishly to figure out quickly on how I can fix
Yeah.
that. Right, and when I
Bounce.
start feeling those days, start thinking about ideas and things that bring me back to what I'm doing and my purpose. And my purpose is always the thing that gets me to get out of
I
bed every
love that.
morning, to get out and work with people. And that's everyone needs to have some type
Yeah.
of purpose.
So
So
coming
what's
back to
your
your
purpose?
why.
Yeah, everybody, and I have multiple purposes. I don't just have one purpose. I have a lot of purpose, and I have a lot of people that, I have to account for, and and they're counting on me every single day. And for those people I can't let down is why I put that smile back on when days are going rough, and why I'm putting, getting in front of the camera and being enthusiastic about the opportunities. Because like anyone else, we all experience COVID when times when nobody was doing anything and the world shut down, and a guy like me who was going 24/7 had to stop completely, and figure out what the heck am I doing locked up in a house, because I'm out every single day. I'm out making business. I'm out making deals. And so yeah, I've had those, and then things that were out of our control. You could have the greatest companies in the world, the greatest people, but things out of your control happen, and that happens every single day. So my advice to you is, when you wake up in that morning, just remember, put something next to your bed to remember your why, and read that why out loud. Tell it to
Love
the
it.
world. Say it
Love it.
and say it proudly. And when you put those 2 feet on the ground that day, just remember one thing. Make it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Make good decisions. If you can make a decision, whether it's, taking a shower as the start of my day and brush my teeth, make a good decision. When you get downstairs and have an
You're
opportunity to
saying
say,
take the shower is making a good decision. So some days you don't shower, right?
some people in this world, like, it's the basic things,
I
like
know.
brushing my teeth. Am I going to say a prayer this morning? Am I going to remind myself to write down my goals? Like, anything you're doing, you have a decision to make in this world. There's no matter what you're doing. I had a decision to come on this podcast, not come on it. I have a decision to make. So just make good decisions. That's it. And make more good decisions than you make bad ones. And we
With
all
your
know.
goals and not that don't serve you.
Well, I get to eat today, right?
Yeah.
Am I trying to eat healthy? Am I trying to eat whatever? Am I going to eat the bacon, egg, and cheese? Yes, I've picked those days many of times, okay? Or am I going to say, you know what, today I'm going to stick with the fruit? So to make more good decisions, continue down the path of good decisions. And the other thing I always say, stop looking left and right. Stop worrying about what anyone else is doing in this world. Worry about yourself and be selfish with your own personal development. Be selfish, so selfish about how you care about yourself, take care of yourself.
You're
Because if
not
you can't be good for
comparing.
yourself,
You're not even looking at
well,
anyone else. You're just so focused on you.
because if you could be good for yourself, be great for yourself, then you can actually be good for someone else. And then at the end of the day, if you're looking left and right, I'm caring about what that person's doing, what happens? You're going left and right and you're not going forward. Look straight forward, worry about your own goals, worry about yourself, let people be, let people live. It's their own lives to live. We got to stop worrying about the whole rest of the world right now. World has a leadership problem. That leadership starts with you. If you can't blame someone else until you fix your own stuff. So if you aren't good to you, aren't good to aren't great to yourself, how can I be a great leader to anyone? So it starts
Love
all
it.
here in terms
Richie, I
of
don't know
focus.
what your religion is, but I could see you preaching and I could see you running a church and I could see you having a massive cult following, which you actually already do on social media. So let's kind of direct people there. Like, if people want you to be their marketing person and work with your company in any way, how do people connect with you and find you?
Awesome. So first, I think everyone's using social media. So let's start with Instagram, Richie Hossein, like my name is spelt, one word. I'm there. I also have a leadership network within that my Instagram, so you should click on that and join. We're also starting a mentorship program that I'm going to be launching pretty soon. So I'm starting to take people to get on board with that, and I could, once you join my leadership, I could send you a message, or you can message me to join our mentorship program. We have over a couple hundred people ready, waiting to be involved with that program, so that's super exciting. So I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on most of the channels. And if you want to send me a text, you can text me at 516-246-6018. Influence media is all on my links on my platform, my profile. So I think that's the easiest way. Text that number, somebody will get back to you. That's my team. I actually see it as well. And my Instagram, you could DM me, Richie Hossein.
Love
And
it.
I also have a website, richiehosseen.com. You can see my bio, a little bit about me. So, and everything I always say is everything you see on there is proven, documented. I worked my tail off the last 20 years, 25 years to get to where I am. So I believe in a track record of success and everything being documented. So, that's what I'm about.
Yeah. And I will vouch for all that experience as well. Thank you so much for being on this episode of Simple Chat. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and definitely share this video with a friend. Thank you.
It's so much fun. Thank you so much.